Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming up next.
Welcome to the house that college basketball built, the College Basketball Experience and National Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame.
The legends live here at the College Basketball Experience.
The National Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame, where the legends live.
This show was recorded live on Monday, November 4th.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. Now, this segment is presented by Kansas City Chiropractic. Kansas City Chiropractic understands the high-pressure demands placed upon individuals in the workplace and the athletic demands people place on their bodies. They offer the care that can relieve pain and stress and improve overall health. You can call them at 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Hello, everyone. I'm Steve Fish. I'm the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine, and you are watching or listening to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. Now, today we're coming to you from the College Basketball Experience at 14th and Grand, next to the Sprint Center, where later this month, Agape Hoops and the CBE meet on center court for the CBE Hall of Fame Youth Classic. That's November 15th through 17th. Now, this tournament is open to boys and girls from 2nd to 7th grade, and the winning teams will play championship games on the center court at the CBE. Now, exhibition games will be played at the Sprint Center. For more information or to sign up your team, you can visit agapehoops.com. And to learn more about the CBE Hall of Fame weekend, go to cbehalloffameclassic.com. Now, before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness is available free at over 700 locations in KC. And this month, with our current issue, KC Sports continues to celebrate our 16th year as the magazine for sports fans in KC. Now, in our current issue of KC Sports, we feature our Chiefs Report, presented by Bud Light. This month, we feature stories on Dexter McCluster and the Chiefs pass rush, led by Tamba Hali and Justin Houston. And in our hockey report, presented by the Kansas City Ice Center, we write about the outdoor pavilion, which becomes an ice rink this month. Plus, we feature a special insert called the Hockey Guide, which is information on all the hockey programs available at the KC Ice Center. You can visit our website, kcsportspaper.com, to find a link to a list of locations where you can find Kansas City Sports and Fitness, and you can actually check out a PDF of the entire issue on our website as well. And now joining us here at the CBE is Natalie Moultrie, who is the co-founder of Agape Hoops Productions. She's also the Missouri State Director for USSSA. Welcome to the show, Natalie. Thank you for joining us here.
Steve. I'm
Thanks
glad to
for
be
setting
here.
this up. You set this up for us. Thank you so much for that.
No problem.
So let's start off with a few things. Let's talk a little bit about Agape Hoops. There are a lot of things that you guys do. Fill us in on all the different programs that you have going on.
Well, in a nutshell, Agape Hoops is everything basketball. I mean, that's really, it's for
Okay, enough.
Yeah, it's for the love of basketball for kids and for community. And we do everything from basketball tournaments to basketball leagues, clinics, camps, and we run club teams as well, which means we actually have kids in the community that come and we form teams, we hire coaches, and we do background checks on coaches, and we form these teams, and they play in our leagues and in our tournaments. And then they also go around the community and play in other events as well.
So we're gonna dig into each one of those things a little bit more now. People may recognize you. Obviously, you have a TV background, and you did some things on the regular broadcast TV Channel 9, and then you also did some things on Metro Sports. But
Right.
You've been running basketball programs for a really long time as well. How far back does that go?
It goes back to when my son was in second grade,
Oh,
and
my.
he's a senior now in high school.
Oh, wow.
So when I was working at Channel 9, I actually started this as a passion and as just a hobby with a friend of mine, Stacy Wraith, and we both had our sons playing basketball in club programs. We started, hey, let's run a tournament as a fundraiser. We actually started our first tournament for the tsunami relief when the tsunami hit in the Southeast Asia, and we wanted to show the kids that they can help reach the community by doing something they love. So the tournament was a fundraiser for the Red Cross, and we had such great success holding that at William Joel College that it started from there. And from there, we never really stopped. And Stacy got out of the tournament business, but I continued on while I was at Channel 9, and I saw that there was a great need in the community to really highlight the positive things that kids in club sports are doing, because it takes up so much of parents' time and kids' time. It's such a commitment. And because of that, parents and kids deserve to have well-organized tournaments, to have fun events that are family events, and that's what we ended up basically creating on my own with Running with Stacy, and then I was working with Metro Sports, and we developed it there. And then just last year, we formed Agape Hoops with Jeff Bass and myself, who used to run Supreme Sports, and now we're one company, and we're doing great.
Just covering the city every day, just about. I mean, you have tournaments just about every weekend, don't you? How many tournaments would you say you put on a year?
I would say it is truly almost a tournament or two every weekend.
Wow.
So I can tell you we probably don't put on maybe 3 weekends out of the year. So so our staff is working hard. They work a lot of hours, a lot of long weekends, but we want to be able to bring these events and these tournaments all across the metro area, everywhere from down Johnson County up to William Joel. So we're all Blue Springs, Independence, we're all over the place in the metro.
And the different ages of the kids, it's not just a tournament for 14-year-olds.
Oh, no.
It's a tournament that, and of course we're going to talk a little bit more about this event that you have here at the CBE, but it's a tournament for kids of a variety of different ages.
Yeah, and that's one thing I want to stress too, that because sometimes people who are not familiar with club basketball teams, they think AAU and they think it's only the elite teams that are traveling across the country. And no, these are community-based teams. These are kids from your neighborhood who just got together. They want to learn the basics of basketball. Our goal is to teach them fundamentals. Our goal is to teach them how to have fun and learn their individual skills, and also to learn very important life skills, which we believe that can really be taught through sports. And that's the real important thing. It's teaching basketball, but it's teaching positive life skills as well. And so these are kids anywhere from second grade all the way up through high school, of course, when high school season isn't in play. And we have tournaments where we actually have second and third graders, and then we have leagues. We actually have second and third graders, sometimes even first graders, all the way up to high school.
Okay, so again, these players are not just the elite players.
No.
It's more of a rec opportunity, or is it how would you define it all?
Well, we have several different levels. USSSA basketball, we have Division I, which is for the elite teams. We have Division II, which is the competitive, and really that's what I say the average team is. They're a competitive team. And then we have developing competitive. Those are kids who have come out of maybe playing in the YMCA or the Parks and Rec leagues, and now they want to get into tournaments. And so they are developing competitive. So we have 3 different divisions. We work hard to make sure we get teams the best competitive fit, so they're not coming in there as a Division III team playing a Division I team. And we go by grade, so we put the kids together based on their competitive fit and what grade they're in, and it's girls and boys too.
Wow, that's a lot. That is a whole lot to juggle. Now, most of these teams local. I know I remember meeting with you at one of the facilities that you probably still use. This was several years ago, and you had 80 teams in the tournament, and we were talking, and you had to jump here and jump there and all that kind of stuff. Is it mostly local people that are participating, or do you have a lot of people that come in from out of town?
It's a mixture. And the majority of the teams are local teams who are playing, in this community-based teams, once again, who were just signing up to play in tournaments, and they play tournaments almost every weekend.
Wow.
So we're very glad that they choose to play with Agape Hoops. And then we also get teams coming from out of town. We get teams coming from, Iowa, Nebraska, St. Louis, Springfield, Wichita. I mean, all the way, sometimes even from Texas. So it just depends on the event and the time. But, we're definitely getting more teams from out of town coming our way, too.
And that probably has to do with additional facilities that you have and the attraction of a place like this as well.
Yeah. We really try to add something special to our events so that they're not just tournaments, but they're actually family events. And we're fortunate enough to be partnerships with the College Basketball Experience, where we can actually bring some of our championship games and play them on center court down here, which is so exciting. If you haven't been to the CBE, you have to come down here. It's not just a place for kids. It's really a place for basketball fans of any age. I mean, I get in here and I play on the interactive things, and I love it being in here. But having the kids get to play on center court, the music's playing, the lights are flashing, and their names are announced, and they get to play. It's just such a fun experience to be able to do that, and teams really enjoy it. So we try to do things like that where we play at the CBE, and we'll talk more about this too. But then some teams will even get to play at the Sprint Center, which is a huge excitement. And then we have other events where they get to play exhibition games at Municipal and things like that. So we really try to tie in something special to the tournaments to give a little extra oomph for the teams.
Obviously, that will make things memorable for the kids, especially if they've come in from out of town or even if they're local here, and
Yes.
it makes it just a memorable experience. Win or lose, doesn't matter at that point. It's the competition and all that. Let's talk about the event that you guys have going on here. It's November 15th through 17th.
Right.
It's called the CBE Hall of Fame Youth Classic. Fill us in on this.
Yeah, this is the second year that we've been able to do this and tie it into the Hall of Fame event. And the Hall of Fame event is a great college basketball event. If you follow college basketball, you know it's like the kickoff of the season. It's a great time in Kansas City, held at the Sprint Center. So for us to be able to tie in our youth tournament to this is a huge opportunity to get teams exposure to this event and to tie into something that's really a big part of Kansas City history
right.
as well. So the teams get to come and they compete in a youth tournament the weekend before the championship, the college basketball experience event takes place. And then we have our championship games actually held at the Sprint Center the following Saturday. And then teams that win, first place teams that actually win their divisions will get free tickets to those college games, which are the following week during the week.
Nice.
The other big thing that was a huge hit last year, we had exhibition games played at the Sprint Center during halftime of the 2 nights that the games were played.
Really?
That means halftime of the championship game night. Okay, when I think KU was even playing last year. So that was huge. And we had our kids out there playing exhibition game for 3 minutes in front of this huge crowd at the Sprint Center. And the thing that's really cool about that is that the way we selected the teams that played there, they had to compete in a food drive, what we call our citizenship project. We try to tie in citizenship projects to our tournaments to teach kids that they can help others while still doing something they enjoy. And we had a food drive for harvesters. We collected more than 7,000 items last year for harvesters.
Wow.
I don't know how many pounds that equates to, but it was 7,000 items. And the winning team had more than 3,000 items that they donated.
Oh my.
And then they were able to select another team from their division who also participated in the food drive to play the exhibition game. And that's the same type of thing we're going to do this year.
So the event that you guys are doing, again, is November 15th through 17th. And by the way, we're talking with Natalie Moultrie, who is the co-founder of Agape Hoops, and they're putting on the CBE Hall of Fame Youth Classic, again, November 15th through 17th. 2nd through 7th grade teams, boys and girls, I guess, can participate in this. How can if somebody's watching here and they want to sign up, is there still time to sign up? And how do they sign up?
There's still time to sign up. Our deadline is always the Sunday before the event. And so you can always just go to our website, which is agapehoops.com, and that's AGAPE hoops.com. Or you can give our office a call, too, and we'll be glad to take your information and tell you a little bit more about the event as well. Our number is 816-908-9934. And you can sign up online or just by giving us a call. Again, if you're just starting out and you're just putting a group of kids together, it doesn't really matter. We can find a division for you and one that fits. We do have limited space for this tournament because we can only do a certain number of championship games here at the CBE. And it's already catching a lot of momentum because teams want to come back here and have a chance to play. And then you can compete in the food drive as well and have a chance to actually play exhibition games at the Sprint Center. So we'd love to have you.
That is absolutely awesome. That is just such an exciting thing that you guys have put together. Now, you mentioned something that you guys do, I think, and I read it on your website, competition with civility.
Yes.
Can you further explain that?
Yeah.
Because it's, sports is and parents and everybody
it gets to
really
be intense. Yes.
Everybody gets to be really intense, and we, this person included, and we all have to take a look at what it's really all about here, and it's really just about the kids and a positive experience.
Yeah, it is. But, as a parent, and as you alluded to, you're a parent, you've been through it, I've been through it. You invest so much in your kids. It's easy to get caught up in the game. You want your kids to do really well. You want them to succeed. You want them to find success on and off the court. You want things to be fair. So when you think that things aren't fair, that calls aren't going your way, or the kids aren't, doing their best, or something's been taken from them, you feel bad. And as a parent, you want to do something. So I understand that passion that parents have, that they want to lash out or they want to stand up for their kid.
Protect your kid.
Yeah, but in the same time, we have to realize that in sports, we have to be civil, just like if we were if they were at school, if you were at your job. And so we came up with a phrase that says competition with civility. It just means, you want to compete. Yeah, you want your kid to do your best. Yeah, you want to win. That's okay. But let's at least treat each other with civility. Let's treat the referees, even if you disagree with them, because guarantee you're probably going to disagree with them at one point or the other. Let's treat them with civility like you would your coworker or your neighbor or somebody. You wouldn't go yelling at them and telling them off. You treat them with some respect. And that's all we're asking is treat each other with respect. Treat each other with civility.
And when at the end of the game, when you're shaking hands, you really, appreciate the skill of the person that's across from you.
Exactly. Yeah, because my daughter, actually, who is 10, and she's been to enough tournaments, and she's seen some of the things that I've had to interact with parents or coaches or whoever's getting out of line. And she says, and she helped me come up with the phrase, kids are watching. And so kids are watching what we do. And you wouldn't believe the issues that we have are not with the kids, it's with the parents. And the kids then see that, and then we start hearing them echo what the parents say. And that's when we have to say, hey, let's back up, let's get a fresh perspective on this, and let's remember that we're an example for our kids. We want them to learn positive life skills out of this, and how to handle adversity, how to handle things that aren't fair, how to handle losing. We want them to learn that, and then we have to model that first, and how we handle ourselves. So that's why we just remind people, kids are watching. Let's treat each other with respect, like we want our kids to treat others.
Very good. I mean, I applaud you guys for making that part of the mission and the focus that you guys do at Agape Hoops. Let's talk briefly. We've got about 3 minutes or so.
Already?
Yeah, it does. I told you were asking, saying, this is a 2-minute interview? No, sorry. Get you going on something that you're, that you believe in. You guys also have camps and things like that you put on as well, and you do some of these things across the city as well.
Yeah, and we also partner with a lot of professional basketball coaches and instructors who do their own camps and clinics, and we help bring those different talents to our clients and our customers. So we want you to have an opportunity to improve your individual skills and your team skills by working with different people in the community. And we just want to provide opportunities, and that's what we do. That's why we partner with different coaches and different skills and clinics that we hold, so that during spring break or Christmas break or Thanksgiving break or summer, you can have a chance to work on those skills.
Absolutely. And let's talk, we've got, now we're down to about 2 minutes.
Okay.
So let's go back over, we're talking with Natalie Moultrie from Agape Hoops. Let's go back over the CBE Hall of Fame Youth Classic, the details, the time, how to sign up, and all that stuff.
It's a fun event, great way to kick off basketball season, because a lot of teams are now winding down from football, finishing football, and getting into basketball season. This is a great way to kick off your basketball season, November 15th through the 17th. We'll play games across the metro area, and then championship games are actually played here at the CBE on Center Court, which is really fun. And then the teams that actually win will get tickets to the Hall of Fame, which is where you get to go see the college teams play. And then we also have exhibition games for certain teams that compete in the food drive for harvesters. They actually play a 3-minute exhibition game at the halftime of both nights of the college games. So that would be that Monday and Tuesday, and including championship night, which means you can come to the game, play, and stay and watch the games, which is going to be great because it's going to be big ticket items.
So again, where do people call, and what's the website?
You can go to our website, which is agapehoops.com. That's AGAPE hoops.com. You can also give us a call at 816-908-9934, 816-908-9934. We'll be glad to help you and fill you in and give you more information about this, and hopefully you come out. And this isn't the only time we're actually going to do the championship games at the CBE. We have several other tournaments, and you can go on our website and check them out, or give us a call, and we can tell you, too, that we'll be tying into the CBE and bringing people down here for our championship games.
Yeah, very thorough website at agapehoops.com. And Natalie, thanks so much for
Steve.
coming down here
problem.
to
We'll
the
have to do it again.
college basketball experience. Yeah, you got plenty to talk about, and plenty of exciting things that are planned. You've got numerous other challenges and events that are going on into the winter and into the springtime. But right now we're going to take a quick break. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, the KC Sports and Fitness magazine show. We're coming to you from the college basketball experience at 14th and Grand. You can learn more about the CBE Hall of Fame Youth Classic by visiting agapehoops.com. I'm Steve Fish. We'll be right back.
Go online and watch Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports Magazine television show. It's available on the Good Sports KC YouTube channel and features local interviews with local athletes and experts covering sports, health, and exercise topics of importance to KC fans. And be sure to pick up your copy of the new KC Sports and Fitness Magazine, featuring the Bud Light Chiefs Report, the Surplus Exchange College Sports Report, the Cargo Largo Health and Fitness Report, and the KC Ice Center Hockey Report. KC Sports Magazine is always free, so pick one up today. These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. And right now, like Kansas City Chiropractic on Facebook and save 50% on a 30-minute massage. To make an appointment with Dr. McIntosh, call 816-753-4600. Most insurance plans are welcome. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, go online at kansascitychiropractic.com.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
The Outdoor Ice Pavilion opens in November at the Kansas City Ice Center. And sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes at the KC Ice Center. Plus, come out to a public skating session or call them to schedule a party or group rental. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information or to register for a class, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. One of the world's top golf club fitters is right here in Kansas City. Golf MD in Lenexa has been helping KC golfers for over 15 years by offering expert service at discount prices. Visit Golf MD for all your club repairs. They do regripping, reshafting, and line, loft, and shaft frequency analysis. Plus, Golf MD can fit you in your existing clubs or create custom clubs for you too. And Golf MD also offers computerized swing analysis and launch monitor testing. Visit golf-md.com or call 913-663-5050. Mafia's Meal on the Go is a great lunchtime choice. Get a 10-inch one-topping pizza and a 20-ounce drink from Mafia Mike's at 87th and Lackman and Mafia Pizzeria Southside at 127th and Metcalf. Great pizza and a great offer you can't refuse.
Mark Twain, Walt Disney, even Abraham Lincoln, they all filed bankruptcy. Debts can overwhelm anyone. I'm Jeff Wagner of WM Law, Kansas City's premier bankruptcy law firm. If you can't pay your bills or your mortgage, we're here to help. You can schedule a free consultation right now. Call 1-855-DON'T-WORRY. Stop those bill collectors. With 4 Kansas City locations, we've helped over 11,000 families through tough financial times. 1-855-DON'T-WORRY.
When it's trophy time or time to present an award or medal or a gift, contact Overland Park Awards. Need an idea for a trophy? We did for the Army High School Coach of the Week Award, and we found it at Overland Park Awards. Come visit their showroom at 7514 Floyd, 1 block west of Metcalf and 75th, or go online to opawards.com or call Terry at 913-649-3635. At Overland Park Awards, they sweat the small stuff so you don't have to.
Welcome back to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine. I am Steve Fish. Now today we're coming to you from the College Basketball Experience at 14th and Grand next to the Sprint Center, where later this month Agape Hoops and the CBE meet on center court for the CBE Hall of Fame Youth Classic, November 15th through 17th. Now, this tournament is open to boys and girls teams from 2nd to 7th grade, and the winning teams will play their championship games on the center court at the CBE. Plus, exhibition games will be played at the Sprint Center as well. For more information or to sign up your team, visit agapehoops.com. And to learn more about the CBE Hall of Fame weekend, go to cbehalloffameclassic.com. Now, in our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, check out our college football report presented by the Surplus Exchange. This month we talk with Wildcat Ty Zimmerman, KU's Dexter McDonald, who played football at Rockhurst High School, and MU punter Christian Brinzer from Liberty. And in last month's issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, we honored U.S. Army High School Football Coaches of the Week. They appear in this month's issue. We honored Marvin Diener from Gardner-Edgerton, Sterling Edwards from Winnetonka, Mike Zagunis from Blue Valley Northwest, and Kelly Donahoe from Blue Springs. Now, you can pick up your copy of KC Sports and Fitness at over 700 locations, including Mafia Pizzeria Southside, Old Shawnee Pizza, Eagles Landing Golf Course, both Minsky's on Berry Road, and the Kansas City Ice Center. And now you can view Good Sports on YouTube. All you have to do is search for the Good Sports KC channel. And now joining us from the college basketball experience is Jeff Gelb. He is the Senior Manager of Facility and Retail Operations. Welcome to the show, Jeff. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So let's start off. First of all, how long have you been here at the CBE?
I've been lucky enough to be here since the inception in 2007, and it's been a great experience so far.
And let's talk about the facility, CBE College Basketball Experience. Let's just explore what is here at the CBE, because you were one of the first people to walk in here and probably try it out, actually.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's a place where we want people to experience the sights, the sounds, the action of college basketball. So you're starting off down in our entryway in our elevators, and it's kind of the locker room feel. Mm-hmm. And then we put you out onto the tip-off tunnel, and that tunnel leads you out to the big game and into our center court where you can play a pickup game. You can, run drills. You can do anything you want with the basketball court or basketball. And you can jump into the 3-on-3 court where we have a great street ball feel. And then you're thrust into our activity venues. So we have 2 great free throw venues. You can shoot 3-pointers. We've got a beat the clock venue where a circle will light up and you can run to that spot and hit that last second shot, just like Christian Laettner did in the 1992 Final Four. So it's a great place to be upstairs. There's also dunk courts at different heights. So the little kids can dunk.
The little kids, that's what I like. I want to try that one.
Or, the grandfathers as well. They can get up there and dunk a little bit too, on the 6-footer. So it's a great place for any age. I think that's a big thing too. Some people think, I can't play. Well, we set it up to where anybody can play.
Mm-hmm. And obviously the key word is experience, because and all around us that we're down on the lower level right now. There's an upper level. There's obviously 2 levels to it, but almost everything you do, you can have a ball in your hands, or just be watching somebody or helping somebody along the way. It's the experience aspect is very cool. It's not just a museum.
Exactly.
One of the things that you say on your website is you're going to sweat, and sure enough, you're going to sweat.
Most definitely. I mean, you're here to pick up a ball and enjoy the game for what it is. We didn't design this place for you to walk around and look at pictures, read copy. That's part of the experience, but that's not the full experience.
Sure.
So playing the game and learning about the intricacies of the game is what you're here for. I know we didn't even talk about downstairs. We've got a great venue where you can call a classic college basketball highlight. It's the ESPNU Sports Desk. So we have preloaded highlights, a teleprompter, and microphones where you can actually call that highlight and then send it to yourself via email. So it's a great way to take home something and not even have to pay for it.
Very nice. That's cool. We almost set up over there to do the show, but we thought that would. We wanted to get this behind us, and we've got some amazing trophies behind us as well that are a part of the whole CBE experience that you go through. So some of the different things that you have, you mentioned the ESPNU, the Media Lounge, obviously Center Court, and the tip-off tunnel, things like that. What are some of the, go through some of these other things and explain what's going on.
And some of the other activities we have also include passing. You can learn the different passing drills and different things we have downstairs. We have pop shots for the kids and the adults. That's a favorite activity as well. Upstairs you can measure your height and measure your wingspan. And we just actually upgraded those activities. And that's something else that we like to do a lot here. Is if you've been here, in the past couple years, there's something that has been changed.
Nice.
And we try and keep this place new every year with new projects, new exhibits, and new activities to make this place fresh every year. We want you to keep coming back. So that's an important part of our facility.
And part of it, of course, is the experience of the touching and feeling and all that. But then there's also the Hall of Fame that you have as well. And it's in several places. It's mixed in with the things that you have where people are, doing the pop shot. There's other things that are right next to it that are part of the Hall of Fame where you're educating people,
Definitely.
Showing people the history. What are some of the different things that are available over there that way?
So on the first floor, our Hall of Fame component includes a couple things. It includes the epics of the game, which is a exhibit that changes yearly. Right now it's honoring John Wooden and all of his great accomplishments and some of the backstories that you don't hear about him. I'm actually in charge of changing that every year, and it's really my pleasure. I love the history of the game. Previous years, we've talked about the top 10 most winningest programs in history and the stories behind them. We've also talked about, I've already gone blank, but the top 25 college basketball players of all time.
Sure. Okay.
So, this exhibit, one of those things that changes every time. And then leading down the hallway, you got the Honor Theater, which is a 30-minute video about kind of the timeline of college basketball and basketball in general, from its inception in Springfield up until now, the way it has evolved over time through segregation, through different changes in the rules, different changes with the NCAA. It's important to show, that history of how college basketball has come to be such a great extravaganza every year. And then that leads into our Mentor Circle. And Mentor Circle honors our coaches. And there's a connection between the CBE and coaching in general.
Right.
The NABC Foundation, the National Association of Basketball Coaches, fathered us in. I mean, they created this venue and wanted to create this venue for many years, and it became a reality in 2007. Jim Haney, the executive director of the NABC, and our CEO here, Kevin Henderson, really got together and said, we need to make a place for the home of college basketball. And they really did it here. But back to Mentor Circle, this was a Jim Haney project.
Right.
And he wanted to honor a lot of the coaches and who they learn from. With coaching, it's a huge tree. And that's another one of our exhibits. Right inside the Mentor Circle, of course. But, it all starts, with a couple men. And, it starts with James Naismith, of course.
Right.
And one of his pupils, Fall Gallen, the legendary coach from Kansas, began the NABC. And from then on, it kind of snowballed from there. Fall Gallen taught a gentleman named Adolph Rupp coaching, and now you see what he's done, obviously, at Kentucky. He made them into a powerhouse. And it goes on and on from there. But, mentors, the teaching from mentor to mentee, that happens every day. And we wanted to really, champion that in our Hall of Fame area, because without, mentors teaching mentees, none of these great coaches are around today.
Right.
And we really wanted to celebrate that.
Right, absolutely. Now, so if somebody wants to come down here and participate and learn about all that and take on all the different exhibits that you have here, tell us about tickets. Tell us how you can get in. How you can get in the door.
Sure. Yeah. Our hours are Wednesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, 11 to 6 p.m. We are often open during major holidays as well, like, coming up here, Thanksgiving. We're not open Thanksgiving, but the day after Thanksgiving, of course, and then, the days leading to Christmas and right after Christmas as well. So, it's a great place to bring the entire family down. Tickets are $13 for adults and $10 for kids, for youth 4 to 17. And then if you're 3 and under, you're free. So you can bring in the little kids in the strollers, of course. I know they can't participate, but we'll let them come in. We do have, special rates for seniors and for military as well. So that's an option. And then if you want to bring a group down, we're happy to, grab your group of 25 or more is our limit.
Okay.
So you'll get a nice $3 discount per ticket on those groups. And we welcome in all sorts of groups during the entire year, whether it be high school, middle school, even elementary schools come out here as well. So camps, church groups, all that stuff. So please, give us a call, and we're happy to accommodate you.
Plus, you have gift certificates, so it's a great idea if you want to. If you want to give a little gift to somebody or give a gift to a family, you can buy gift certificates and give them to them. You also have annual and semi-annual passes as well, so you can just keep coming back and coming back and coming back.
And we have those folks that come here every weekend, you know, whether they want to pick up hoops on center court or what. We have, our regulars every week, so definitely that's a good value as well.
Yeah, so let's shift a little bit. One of the things that the CBE is involved in as well is the College Basketball Hall of Fame induction ceremony, which is coming up November 24th at the Midland Theater. Fill us in on that event and how people can get tickets and just what it's all about. And obviously, since you've been here for multiple years, you've attended a number of them. Give us just kind of a little bit of feel of what happens at those events.
Oh, definitely. It's a great event every year. It's at the Midland Theater, of course, and tickets are only $30, so you can go on to collegebasketballhallofame.com or Collegiate Basketball Hall of Fame.com, and purchase tickets there. The ceremony is relatively low key. It's not your normal award ceremony. It's neat in the fact that it's more of an interview setup. So our great hosts, from college basketball, media outlets, sure. they will sit our inductees down and discuss the stories, the backstories, the people that they met along the way, the great games that they participated in. It's not just come up and get your award and sit down and we might run a highlight video on you. We really want to get in depth with our inductees and learn about their history with the game. We've had such great people come in here in the past, whether it be Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Danny Manning was a great inductee, Norm Stewart from Missouri, fabulous inductee. I mean, all these guys came down here and really enjoyed their time, and it was so special to hear their stories.
For sure. And again, it's November 24th at the Midland. I have collegebasketballhalloffame.com is where you can go to find out more about tickets. Then also, along with that, the next day is the CBE Classic, which we all know about that. Natalie talked about it in the segment before this segment, but that's coming up November 25th and 26th at the Sprint Center. Fill us in on who's going to play and how people can get tickets for that as well.
Sure. The participants are Wichita State, of course, from Final Four lore last year, and they're going to have a great year, I think, again this year. I think they're going to be a stronghold again. They might get back. You never know. We also have BYU and DePaul, and then Texas, of course, another Big 12 powerhouse is going to come in here. So we've got some good competition coming in. Tickets can be purchased at sprintcenter.com, and they go for as little as $10. So it's a pretty good price to see some good college basketball. And the games are going to go on Monday and Tuesday. So the Monday games are kind of the semifinals, and then you have the final and then the consolation game on Tuesday.
And it's really cool. I was out here a couple of years ago when Wichita State played as well. We were basically down at court level, and it was just amazing to see these big guys. You didn't realize how big they are and how tough a game it is until you get down to that level. But I was in the media area, but I know you can sit in that area as well, and at an inexpensive price and enjoy this. And that's one of the early tournaments of the year for basketball. So who are you picking to win?
I've got to go with Wichita State. I mean, they brought back a lot of talent. They have some young talent as well that they didn't get to play a lot last year. So, I mean, watch out for them. They can be a stronghold, like I said earlier, for sure.
For sure. So, obviously, again, we've talked about the CBE Classic, and it is November 25th and 26th. That's the basketball games. The induction event is November 24th at the Midland Theater. You guys are open all the time here, pretty much, and you'll have special things going on here as well during that time period. Fill us in again on how you can get tickets for here, and basically what you see when you come in.
Sure. I mean, tickets here, we're open Wednesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and then Sunday, 11 to 6 p.m. During the CBE Hall of Fame Classic and during the tournament, we will be closed on that Sunday for the Hall of Fame ceremony. But on Monday and Tuesday, we're going to be open way late, during the game. So if you have tickets to the games, come over and see us. You can come back and forth from the games with your ticket and enjoy the CBE at halftime, before or after the game, whatever you choose. But this is definitely a place where you want to go to experience the sights, sounds, and the action of college basketball. Pick up a ball and play a game with your son or daughter, get out there on the court and show your skills, and then go over and watch the game and enjoy.
For sure. So with all the exhibits that we have here, which one's your favorite? Which one's the one that you walk up to when you've had a particularly good day or a stressful day or whatever here, and that just kind of gets you back in.
If I need to unwind and let out a little energy, I go up to Shoot from Downtown. It's our three-point venue. You get 40 seconds to make as many three-pointers as you can. So I'm out there chucking balls. I'm not the best player in the world, but it gets that energy out and it gets you going.
That's very cool. Just nice to be able to have that available to you as well. Well, we've been talking with Jeff Gelb. He's the Senior Manager of Facility and Retail Operations. Let's talk we've got about a minute or so. Let's talk about the retail operation. You got stuff, I think, back that way where people can buy stuff as well here.
Right. We feature the CBE Hoop Shop. and we just got in a bunch of new merchandise, whether it be T-shirts, long sleeve shirts. We're getting in brand new Nike shorts and Nike Polys, their dry fits. So we've got a bunch of different things inside, whether it be the little trinkets, the keychains and the pens. We've got mini basketballs. We've got everything you can think of involved with basketball. We've even got little watches.
Really?
Silicone wristband watches. So we've got a lot of our products that are online at the CB or at collegebasketballexperience.com. And then you can come in, obviously, during your visit and pick out any type of souvenir that you could want.
And people should check out their website, collegebasketballexperience.com. It's got video on it, so you can see some of these activities that are here and take a virtual tour as well of the facility. You can check that out. You can order your tickets. You can order gift certificates and things like that. Jeff, thanks for joining us. We are going to take a quick break. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness magazine show. We're coming to you from the College Basketball Experience at 14th and Grand. To learn more about the CBE Hall of Fame Youth Classic, visit agapehoops.com. I'm Steve Fish. We'll be right back.
The Outdoor Ice Pavilion opens in November at the Kansas City Ice Center. And sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes at the KC Ice Center. Plus, come out to a public skating session or call them to schedule a party or group rental. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information or to register for a class, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. Agape Hoops and the CBE meet on the center court for the CBE Hall of Fame Youth Classic, November 15th through 17th. This tournament is open to boys and girls teams from 2nd to 7th grade, and the winning teams will play championship games on the center court at the CBE. Exhibition games will be played at the Sprint Center. For more information or to sign up your team, visit agapehoops.com. To learn more about the CBE Hall of Fame weekend, go to cbehalloffameclassic.com. Mafia's Meal on the Go is a great lunchtime choice. Get a 10-inch one-topping pizza and a 20-ounce drink from Mafia Mike's at 87th and Lackman and Mafia Pizzeria Southside at 127th and Metcalf. Great pizza and a great offer you can't refuse. Experience a touch of the Ozarks when you tee off at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence. Visit winterstonegolf.com for daily specials and call 816-257-5755 for lessons or information on tournament hosting. Discover, shop, and win at Cargo Largo. Stop by at 35th and Nolan Road in Independence and go online at cargolargo.com. Cargo Largo, a retail store, and so much more.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
Welcome to Old Shawnee Pizza and Italian Kitchen. Yep, there's nothing like the homemade taste of an Old Shawnee Pizza. Dine in or carry out. Old Shawnee Pizza with 3 locations.
Mark Twain, Walt Disney, even Abraham Lincoln, they all filed bankruptcy. Debts can overwhelm anyone. I'm Jeff Wagner of WM Law, Kansas City's premier bankruptcy law firm. If you can't pay your bills or your mortgage, we're here to help. You can schedule a free consultation right now. Call 1-855-DON'T-WORRY. Stop those bill collectors. With 4 Kansas City locations, we've helped over 11,000 families through tough financial times. 1-855-DON'T-WORRY.
Get 10% off UPS shipping at the 2 South KC UPS stores with your coupon in KC Sports and Fitness. Bring your next shipment to 103rd between Warnell and State Line or 121st and State Line in Leawood and save 10% on UPS shipping with your coupon in KC Sports. Lights, camera, action. Would you like to have your business be the site where we shoot one of our Good Sports TV and radio shows? Well, you can. Your show will play 21 times on Sure West Channel 7. You'll get radio and TV commercials all month long, plus an ad for your business in KC Sports and Fitness magazine, and a whole lot more. TV remote packages start at just $333 a month. For more information on this great TV, radio, and print opportunity for your business, call KC Sports at 913-764-2050.
Welcome back to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I am Steve Fish. Today we're coming to you from the College Basketball Experience at 14th and Grand next to the Sprint Center, where later this month Agape Hoops and the CBE meet on center court for the CBE Hall of Fame Youth Classic, November 15th through 17th. This tournament is open to boys and girls teams from 2nd to 7th grade, and the winning teams will play championship games on the center court at the CBE. Plus, exhibition games will be played at the Sprint Center as well. For more information or to sign up your team, visit agapehoops.com, and to learn more about the CBE Hall of Fame weekend, go to cbehallofameclassic.com. Now, this segment of Good Sports is brought to you by the Surplus Exchange, where you can take a tax donation credit, plus help KC students when you recycle your electronics and office furniture at the Surplus Exchange. For more information on the Surplus Exchange, visit surplusexchange.org or call 816-472-0444. Now, in upcoming weeks on Good Sports, on the 16th of November, we'll be at the Kansas City Ice Center. KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. On November 23rd, we'll be at Mafia Pizzeria Southside, which is located on 127th and Metcalf. So come on out and join us, and you might see yourself on TV. And now joining us from the College Basketball Experience is Reggie Hines. He is the Director of Special Program Sales and Basketball Operations. Welcome to the show, Reggie. Thanks for joining us. You guys certainly have a lot of long titles.
Thanks for having me, Steve. I really appreciate it.
You bet. Now, we've talked a lot with Jeff about all the different things that you can do here, all the exciting things, the things you can, touch and feel and sweat, doing and all that kind of stuff. You actually make this facility available. If I wanted to rent it, if somebody wants to rent it for a special event, you make the facility available for that. Tell us about that.
Well, I believe Jeff mentioned this earlier. We've been around since 2007, and part of our structure was to offer corporate organizations to come in and be able to do events. And we didn't plan on as many as we've done. I think our first year we probably accounted for or planned for maybe 12 to 15. We ended up doing 100.
Oh my!
Which was amazing.
That's incredible.
I mean, I can say we're one of the first museums of its kind. So we weren't really sure exactly, how that was going to play out, but it actually played out in our favor. And since that time, 6 years later, we've done over 600 of such events. And these events are from plated meals to seminars to watch parties, employee appreciation events, just about anything you can plan, we can probably create in our space.
Yeah, I was at an event here a couple of years ago, and you guys had tall tables set up in the middle, but no chairs, and you had a video screen a gigantic video screen that came down, I think, and microphone, all that kind of stuff. It was a very cool thing, and it was right there on center court with everything else going on around. And then after that was done, everybody went out and played. So so you do that, but then you also can do parties and things like that as well. That's a great place for adult parties and for kids' parties.
That's part of my special program sales hat. We definitely offer, we do a lot of concert after parties. We do parties for teenage groups. We do parties for 18 and over. We do parties for 21 and over. Again, the place is just so unique, and we have all the bells and whistles. We have the audio, we have the video, we have furniture, we have staging, we have microphones, we have the sound system you just can't believe. Another cool thing about it is, as a customer, you don't have to lug around a bunch of stuff. I mean, it's already here at the CBE.
Right.
So you show up with your music, and it's ready to go.
And so you do a lot of after-concert parties. Anybody from the bands show up here? Did they ever do that?
Absolutely, and that's actually part of the ambiance of the space. Is we don't do the parties per se, but we lease the space for promoters to do the parties.
I see.
So, for instance, I believe we have a Kanye West concert coming to the Sprint Center, and there's a young man who contacted me with interest of bringing Kanye West to the CBE for an after party after the concert, and we're certainly welcome to that. And so, we do those kinds of things all the time, and we're always looking for opportunities. So if you're a person out there who want to do an event of such, just give us a call.
Very cool, very cool. And now the other thing that you do is if you've got a little one in your household, you can have birthday parties out here. You've got 3 different levels of birthday opportunities that you can create for the little kid or grandpa or, whoever you want.
Yeah, once again, I have to go back to this is not something we actually planned for. But just by the nature of how we've evolved, birthday parties have become very, very popular here at the CBE. And my guess is we probably do between 5 and 10 birthday parties over the course of a weekend.
Wow.
And what that'll entail is the birthday boy or girl is always free. Okay, so that's one level. So you come in, you get free admission as a birthday person, and you also get a free T-shirt.
Right.
We also have a partnership with the pizza shop across the street. You can get the entry to the CBE with the T-shirt,
right,
and you can go over for a pizza party.
Oh, okay, so you actually go there.
Absolutely. And most of the time, our guests will come and they'll play here for a couple hours, and then they'll go across the street, have their pizza, have their cake and ice cream, and have their little party celebration, and then they'll come back and finish at the CBE.
Sure.
And then our third one would be we partner with Z-Strike.
Right.
So now you've got basketball, you've got Z-Strike is a bowling alley, by the way.
Right.
You've got bowling, they also have pizza, and you've got cake and ice cream that you can eat there as well.
That sounds fantastic. That is just a great thing for mom and dad to keep the kids busy and active and wear them out more than anything else. Wear them out at the party and then create an impression on a kid. And the idea is the other kids, if they have so much fun, they're going to want to have their party here as well. So so that is just really cool. So how do people contact you guys if they're interested in renting the facility or bringing a group out here for a party, and then also how many are in a group for a party?
Primarily, our guests can visit our website, and that's collegebasketballexperience.com, and just scroll through the tabs. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you have any questions once you get there, the contact person for the birthday parties is Cassie Eiselman, and Carla Wheeler would be for our corporate events, and their names are both on the website. And if you want to do a nightlife event or concert after party or just a party in itself, you can certainly give me a call or contact me via email.
So do you ever go home, or you here day and night and day, all the time? You're here. You guys are closed today on Monday, but you're here on Monday, and we're doing this taping today. Otherwise, if this place was busy, there would be kids and adults swarming all around us. We want to do a show there where we've got that going on, and we can. And it's noisy and crazy and all that kind of stuff. But do you ever go home?
I do. We have a very good staff. I think Kevin Henderson, who's the CEO, he's done a wonderful job of assembling a good group of teammates, and we all pull our fair share. So we're able to go home.
I gotcha. Now, you've been working here since the beginning as well. What did you do before the CBE? What were you doing, and then how'd you wind up here?
Before I became a part of the team here at the CBE, I was working for an insurance company for about 16 years.
Oh, okay.
That was my path. And that's
a big change.
Well, you would think so, but it's really, for me, it's getting back to my foundation. I've always been about basketball, and that's what helped me go to college. And most of my friends I've met playing basketball. So before I came here, I met Kevin Henderson probably several years prior, and I just volunteered to help those guys with the NABC. He was with the NABC at the time, and they do an expo at the Final Four every year. So I went out, I volunteered my time, I helped. And when this opportunity became available, he called me and asked me if I'd be interested, if I'd come down and take a look at it. And I did, and I've been here ever since.
And the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. It's been a good run.
Do a fine job. We appreciate you having us out here today. Again, real quick, give us the website address and then tell us where the CBE is located as well.
Website address is collegebasketballexperience.com, all spelled out. And our location is 1401 Grand Boulevard, KCMO 64106.
You can't miss it. If you see that big spaceship that's parked next to it, and you can't miss the sign, that you guys have. I mean, it's just a fantastic place, and I've really enjoyed being out here. Thanks so much for setting this up. That will actually do it for our show today. My thanks to our guests for today's show, Natalie Moultrie from Agape Hoops, Reggie Hines, and Jeff Gelb from the CBE. Be sure to join me, Steve Fish, again next week at the same time for Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, and check out some of our other shows on YouTube. All you have to do is search for the Good Sports KC channel. So until next week, be sure to read all about sports, health, and exercise in Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. You'll find it all over Kansas City, and it's free, so pick it up today.
These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. And right now, like Kansas City Chiropractic on Facebook and save 50% on a 30-minute massage. To make an appointment with Dr. McIntosh, call 816-753-4600. Most insurance plans are welcome. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, go online at kansascitychiropractic.com. Agape Hoops and the CBE meet on the center court for the CBE Hall of Fame Youth Classic, November 15th through 17th. This tournament is open to boys and girls teams from 2nd to 7th grade, and the winning teams will play championship games on the center court at the CBE. Exhibition games will be played at the Sprint Center. For more information or to sign up your team, visit agapehoops.com. To learn more about the CBE Hall of Fame weekend, go to cbehalloffameclassic.com. Bring basketball fever to your own backyard or driveway with your very own game court from Sport Court of Kansas City. Let Sport Court come and install a basketball game court at your home. Game courts can also be installed for volleyball, racket sports, soccer, tennis, or roller hockey. So sink that basket at the buzzer and have your own Final Four at home in your backyard or driveway Sport Court. For more details, call Sport Court at 913-963-7529 or visit sportcourtkc.com.
Welcome to Old Shawnee Pizza and Italian Kitchen. Yep, there's nothing like the homemade taste of an Old Shawnee Pizza. Dine in or carry out. Old Shawnee Pizza with 3 locations.
Eagles Landing Golf Course is the place to play golf in the Southland and is by far the best golf value around. Visit eagleslandinggolfcourse.com, and for tee times, call 816-318-0004 and make the drive to see why Eagles Landing is the best golf value in KC.
Hi, it's the Ball Game co-host Greg Pryor. In 1991, I was introduced to a line of health supplements called Designer Foods that were created by a genius, Dirk Pearson and his wife, Sandy Shaw. Dirk and Sandy wrote the New York Times bestseller, Life Extension, A Practical Scientific Approach. The results that I felt on a few of their designer food formulas was so great that I formed a company, Life Priority, to offer these great formulas to everyone. One of my favorite products in Life Priority is called Lift. Lift is a powdered drink mix that you mix and drink when you have mental fatigue and you want to feel bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I felt the results in about 30 minutes. I wish that I had Lift to use when I was an infielder in Major League Baseball for the Royals. Lift also comes in capsules called Lift Caps. See Lift and Lift Caps and all the great Life Priority products at my website, lifepriority.com. Get your personal rally going. Visit my website, get some Lift or Lift Caps today at lifepriority.com.
The Army Reserve has more than 120 unique career opportunities, so you can add to your current strengths or build brand new ones. Join the Army Reserve and you'll make a difference in your life and the lives of others. Learn more at goarmy.com/reserve. For more information, contact the Greater Kansas City Company at 3720 Arrowhead Drive, Suite B. Telephone number 816-531-3818. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong, paid for by the U.S. Army. Lights, camera, action! Would you like to have your business be the site where we shoot one of our Good Sports TV and radio shows? Well, you can. Your show will play 21 times on Sure West Channel 7. You'll get radio and TV commercials all month long, plus an ad for your business in KC Sports and Fitness Magazine, and a whole lot more. TV remote packages start at just $333 a month. For more information on this great TV, radio, and print opportunity for your business, call KC Sports at 913-764-2050.
From corporate events to wedding receptions, to galas to watch parties, the CBE can do it all.
Let us show you how the college basketball experience can transform into one of the most unique event spaces in Kansas City. Carla at 816-949-7515 to book your next event at the house that college basketball built.
The Outdoor Ice Pavilion opens in November at the Kansas City Ice Center. And sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes at the KC Ice Center. Plus, come out to a public skating session or call them to schedule a party or group rental. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information or to register for a class, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. Now you can view our shows and past shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel, and that's all one word.